Hey guys, it's the Disco Spider, and Regular Show has always been one of my favorite cartoons. I remember the first time I saw it, the first episode I saw, I'm just like, yeah, this is my new favorite show. And it's kind of been, the first 3 seasons were amazing and I love them, but after that, I kind of got uninterested in it. They just became too formulaic and a little too boring, doing the same thing over and over again. But I am still sad that Regular Show has ended, and it did end with its final season, Season 8, Regular Show in Space, and for the most part, I did like the season. I thought the first half of the season was okay. At first, I was like, oh, this is good because it's being different. But then I realized, it doesn't feel like Regular Show where they take this simplistic and relatable plot and hyperbole it to the extreme to make it interesting. Nothing was like that. It starts with the extreme of this, sci-fi plot, and it continues to be a sci-fi plot. And yeah, but halfway through the season, I say season 15, that's where they started having a story arc, and that's where the season got better for me, where they started to build up the whole series finale. And coming off of season 6, which had some story arcs, Regular Show does them so much better. They actually build everything up. They had some stakes, some developments, just a lot of things. And although it did feel random, and it came out of nowhere when they started to introduce the plot of Pops being the chosen one, and him having an evil brother. But for the most part, I thought it worked. And a lot better than Adventure Time, where they just don't build everything up. They introduce something, and they either never bring it back, or they end it too soon for us to not really care about it, like Finn's Arm or Orgalorg. And I gotta say, the best part about the arc is how they build it up. They spend about 15 episodes talking about this plot, just showing us the stakes of, Anti-Pop's destroying everything, telling us the backstory of Pop, and there's just things that happened in these episodes that were brought back in later episodes and were crucial parts. For example, the Cheer Up Pops episodes where they had the Blu-ray player, the whole giant Blu-ray box set to Regular Show. That was crucial for the last episodes, and actually giving development to Pops, which Pops hasn't really been all that featured in the show. I mean, he's been in a lot of episodes. He's been probably most of them, and he had some episodes to himself, but besides High Five Ghost, he's probably the character with the least amount of screen time, or the least amount of episodes dedicated to him. And I just love how Regular Show decided to have this story arc, with having random episodes through the season, and the last episodes being, this story arc driven episode. They made the half of the season have story arcs, and I thought that was great, because it made me really invested in the season, being like, oh, I need to know what happens, and that just made the season even better. And as for the actual episodes, if you take them apart, they're pretty weak, but when they're put together, they're pretty fun episodes. The first episode was pointless. It's just the gang trying to pull these pranks or these things to stop Anti-Pops and kill him, but that doesn't work. Pointless episode. That was the whole episode. And in the second episode, we have Streaming. He comes back, and the gang fights him. All the friends of Mordecai and Rigby come, like the baby ducks and Party Horse, come and turn into the giant duck robot thing. And then Anti-Pops just erases everyone. And it was kind of pointless, but still was a fun episode. More fun than the first one. But then the last episode, that's where everything paid off, where we see Pops having to sacrifice himself in order to save everyone. And it was just really touching and sweet seeing Pops die. I mean, Pops, like I said, he's not really that crucial to the show. He's in a lot of episodes, but I'd say, Benson or Skips was more, like, they've had a ton of more screen time than Pops, but it was still sad to see Pops die. And I did predict beforehand that I thought that someone was going to die on the show. It would have made the episodes more impactful if, someone died. Since it's the end, they can do whatever they wanted. And I initially thought that they were going to kill off Rigby, just because maybe how Rigby wanted to save Benson. Benson was in a pickle, and then Rigby dies, and he saves Benson for being like, oh, sorry for all the times I slacked off. Here's my life, or something like that. And then we have the touching scene where, Mordecai and everyone at the park misses Rigby, but he did, finally stop slacking off and saved everyone. But instead it was Pops, but still nice. And I really love the fourth wall breaking in these episodes, where, how, especially the third episode, we had them returning to the first episode, but then they realized, they were like, oh wait, we've done this before. I thought that was really funny. And then during the final battle with Pops and Anti-Pops, we had, them turning into storyboards. Not like, the episode with Gumball where they turn into storyboards and stuff, but you kind of, see them being storyboards. and little stick notes. And I especially love the complete series Blu-ray of Regular Show. I thought that was probably my favorite part of these episodes, although it was the episode before the series finale, but still it was brought up in the series finale. And please, Cartoon Network, make a complete series Blu-ray to Regular Show, or even you can just do complete seasons of like season 4, season 5 on Blu-ray. I probably would like that more, because instead of spending $200 on it, I can separately spend 20-ish bucks on each season, so I don't have to spend so much money all at once and kind of spread it out. But please, I really want the show on Blu-ray or even DVD. Oh yeah, I'm not too keen on those seasons, season 4 through 6, but if I watch it again, maybe I can start liking them again. I don't know. But in the end, I thought the series finale was pretty satisfying. I'm really happy on how Regular Show ended. They took this simple plot, like a lot of episodes of Regular Show, where Pops and Anti-Pops have to fight to see, who, if Pops is gonna win, the world is gonna be saved, but if Anti-Pops is gonna win, then the world is destroyed. But then they build it up and made it just so fun and epic that I just love it, and it's just very entertaining. And yeah, I just thought they did a lot of great things. Pops dying, seeing what happened to everyone in 25 years, I thought was great, and just made the episodes more impactful, and made the episode really sad, seeing everyone growing up, and especially that scene where they put a Pop statue up in the park. That's the scene that brought tears to my eyes. I mean, the last few minutes of the last episode, I'm going to admit, I cried. I know I'm not the only one, but just seeing how amazing this show is and just how it came to an end, I am sad but happy it got the opportunity to end in such a great and epic way. So yeah, I am going to miss you, Regular Show, but you've been great, and I can't wait to watch you again and again and again, like I always have. So yeah, I'm a Disco Spider, and peace out.